guys. Oh, it's ding ding, you guys. It is ding ding. We are back again, and like the title says, you are gonna want to see this. Adam,
sir,
what are we doing, man?
I don't know, man. I am. I'm excited. We got some merch today. Actually,
I'm excited. I'm pumped.
We got some merch. Actually, I think I got it on Monday, but it's always a good time on Wednesday nights, man, with me and you talking a little wrestling, things we're passionate about, and it's exciting. So
I'm gonna steal your line. Let's frickin' go,
baby, as everybody can say. Boom.
If you can't tell, we're pumped, you guys. Like, we're really pumped to get this thing started.
Brandon, we appreciate you, buddy.
I love you, Brandon.
And everything that you do for us. Real quick, shout out sponsors. One Call Technology. Obviously, if everybody who has watched this know that me and Stephen work there. It's our company. We are a leader in telecommunications. Big thing we've been talking about lately, Stephen, with that also is if you guys want to save money on phone and internet service, call us. Talk to Stephen. He'll help you out.
Headset. I answer the phone. It's great.
He'll help you guys out. 615-656-1343 or go to www.onecalltech.com. One is spelled out. Shout out also to Fanatics as well. They don't really have a lot. Me and Stephen have some other pods that Fanatics does some stuff with, but let's plug this real quick, guys. If everybody can see.
Oh yeah. Yes.
See that merch? Ding ding, baby.
Y'all, it fits great. It's form fitting. You've got the lovely blue.
Yep. There's so many.
Adam in his lovely gray.
There's so many colors to choose from, different style shirts, everything. So guys,
for
go
our
over there.
Female fans, we've got kind of like a pinkish, like a salmon color, all these different ones. And if y'all don't see a color you like, hit us up and let us know. We'll take a look.
Yeah, 100%. And it's a great price for all this stuff. So you guys go over to our link tree. I think, Stephen, if it's on our Facebook page as well.
It should be on every. I mean, it's our website on our Facebook page. It's our website, I believe, on our Instagram.
I think it's at the top too. I think it says Turnbuckle Times merch or something like that. So
yeah, I mean, it's
everybody.
You can find it. It's the very first one. It says Turnbuckle Times merch.
Yeah.
Just click it. It'll take you right to it. It'll take you to a standing page for one item. Just look at the top. You'll see the bar. Hit where you want to go. Everything from apparel to drinkware to accessories. You guys check it all out. And you can get some sweet merch.
Oh, there's our boy. Our WrestleTician is on.
Our WrestleTician's here.
What's going on, Justin? Another thing, too, real quick. We appreciate everybody. Me and Stephen started this. This is a month now?
Yeah, man.
It'll be a month on Friday, I think. We officially, and the response, everybody on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, the response has been, the wrestling community is something. I'll tell you, that's all I can really say.
It's something. It is something. I mean, it's kind of blown our mind. Pretty much anytime we're getting ready to go live, we get like 23, 25, 30 retweets from different wrestling podcasts who are going to jump in and try to draw some attention to ours. And we reciprocate. I mean, we love it. I mean, as wrestling fans, I think it even shocked me and Adam.
Yeah.
At the reach. Like, I mean, we've been doing this for about a month. And I mean, our followers are we're over. What are we over
500?
Over 500 followers on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
We're almost to 100 followers on Facebook. I mean, it's kind of insane, but I mean, we're pumped.
I do want to say one thing real quick. Everybody that's listening right now, and if you're not listening, if you're listening on Apple, Spotify, wherever you guys get podcasts, we appreciate it. But if you're listening or watching right now, please go over to our YouTube page, Turnbuckle Times. Hit the like, hit the subscribe for us.
Y'all heard me say it last time. Hit the subscribe as hard as Umberto hit Sheamus's face last week.
We really do.
Boom.
We really, I mean, a lot of people who watch this watch on YouTube, and we want to get our name out there. And plus, we don't know how good we're doing, guys, until you guys leave comments. Hey, join the live show tonight, too. Throw some stuff in the comments. We'll be glad to go over it, answer it the best we can, or what our opinions are on your comments. So,
yeah.
Okay. With that being said, let's jump in, dude.
Okay, man.
I don't care. You pick where you want to go because I'm gonna.
Dude, let's go right off the top rope, man. I mean, let's
Okay.
just what the fuck, Raw?
Jesus Christ.
We're gonna get it out of the way.
We're gonna
Justin asked last time to unleash the beast. It's gonna probably happen again.
We're gonna start with Raw.
Might as well. I mean, how about we work from worst to best? Okay. You know what I mean? Why don't we start with the worst ending?
First of all,
that I can remember in years.
Do you have my? Do you have my?
You ready for
it?
You already
do you have my
rant?
rant?
He already wants it.
Well, you brought it up.
Go for it. Here. Okay. I'm just gonna sit back. Y'all enjoy.
It was the worst Raw I have seen, and I can't tell you how. Well, I'll rephrase that. It's the worst ending to a wrestling show that I have seen in a very long freaking time. You have Alexa Bliss again. I don't know how many times I gotta fucking say this. Sorry about the language, but if she doesn't get in the ring soon, I'm gonna lose my ever-loving mind. And I don't know if she's hurt or it's just they are dragging this thing out so long. Then you have Shayna Baszler. God love her. Can't freaking. They cannot. she cannot talk on the mic. She's an. I'm even going to say she's an okay. She's an MMA fighter by heart. I mean, obviously, but she's just not good by herself right now. She needs to be like, dude. She reminds me of. She needs to have Paul Heyman with her.
Oh yes. Yes.
But my whole freaking point to this is you're going to end Monday Night Raw, which is supposed to be the A show, with
it's
that
an F show.
With that freaking segment. Come on, dude.
I can't. Can I do an F?
You can't do an F.
Is that backwards?
Like opposable thumbs.
There it is.
Anyway, I was so disappointed, man. Like, the show wasn't horrible, I guess, but it's the same shit over and over and over, like we have at the bottom of our screen right now. Blah, 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 match. Blah, 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 blah. Rematch. RK Bro? Okay.
Blah, blah, blah.
Then you have blah, 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 a fucking doll to end the show.
I mean, okay, so I'm gonna take I'm not gonna blow myself up. I'm unleashing the beast in a little bit, but it was so bad to watch it. And it was just mind numbing as you go through all of this. And you're watching as it's going, and you're seeing the same old stuff. And I joked with Adam this morning. What is the number one thing that I have said that irritates me beyond belief, you guys? It is the fact that they feel the need every single time to open with someone speaking. And I got so excited. So excited. Oh, Justin, that's great, man. The Z show. I love that. But I was so excited. I was like, man, they opened the show up. They've got people in the ring. And then what happens? And I love AJ Styles. He comes out and talks for 15 minutes. Dude, I'm timing shit nowadays to see how long it takes till the first match. It's 20 minutes.
Hey, I don't mind AJ Styles on the mic, but
dude, they were in the ring already.
Not at the beginning, right, when every tag team is in there ready to go. I'm like you are. I'm so sick of freaking promos starting at the beginning of a show. And last for 15 or 20 minutes. It's
mind numbing. It is.
Here's the thing, Stephen. Is it going to fucking change? Is it even going to change?
No.
Say they started that match, though, right? Is it going to change your outcome of how good Raw was?
It'll help. If I see a match, we've been seeing now. Is it going to change? No. Because it's not changed in 20 years. They've done it from the beginning. They've always done that. Yep. They've always opened with a promo from The Rock or from, Shane or Vince or Triple H and Stephanie or Roman Reigns. So it's just like that. No, it's not gonna change because they don't care.
It almost seems it seems like it.
It doesn't seem like they care. Now maybe that'll change when they get back in front of fans, because fans will tell them that it sucks vocally.
Yeah.
They will be bored with it and they'll see that.
Yeah.
But maybe, it seems to me as a fan like they don't care. They don't care, and it's disappointing. It's disappointing because, like we said, Raw is the flagship, man. Raw was what you looked forward to as a kid every night.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out on a limb. Get rid of the third hour. If you don't know what you're doing, then get rid of the third hour. I'd be happier with 5 matches in 2 hours than 6 in 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Mm-hmm.
No, you're not. And the worst part, I'm trying to remember because I don't want to get them mixed up in my head, man. With Raw, what was it? The third to last match was Drew Gulak, right? Was that Raw or was that SmackDown?
I don't know. Hell, I don't know. I don't remember.
Justin, check me out on that, man. I think that's Raw, but that's like a page out of AEW's playbook. Like, bring some young talent up.
Justin threw a comment up here. Just think the draft is supposedly coming back near the end of August and beginning of September, and I honestly don't think that's going to help. It's not. The only thing that's going to help, and I don't know if it's going to help a lot. That's a good point, Justin. But fans being back in an arena will be able to gauge the writers and backstage and Gorilla and all them will be able to gauge off how everybody's feeling. Right now, if you put fans in the stands with these shows, you wouldn't even sell them out.
No.
You would not sell a show out.
With the draft too. So here's the deal. Like I watch wrestling stuff all the time. If I'm bored and my kids are asleep, I'm gonna pop on Peacock and I'm gonna watch like a couple documentaries. Oh, sweet. Thanks, Justin. I was right. Yeah. But I'm gonna pop it on. And one of the things I love watching is the Monday Night War series. Mm-hmm. And here's the deal, you guys. Like AEW, y'all have heard me say it. I've stuck my flag in the ground. I'm an AEW guy. I think it's a better product right now. And the brand split was created in the very beginning because they had no competition. They bought out WCW. They outlasted financially ECW, and they needed to have inside competition. They needed to drive it somehow so they had the shows compete. Well, guess what? Yours sucks right now. And AEW is going to stump a mud hole in it if you're not careful. So forget brand split, man. Have them work in both shows. Elevate the talent on both. The brand split can go away for all I care at this point because both shows, like SmackDown is kind of like, but Raw's like, man, and Raw has premier talent.
No, they all do.
Premier talent.
They both do. Raw and SmackDown have premier talent. Now, do I agree? I think some people should switch shows. I do. Like Seth Rollins, to me, should not be on SmackDown right now. I think he should be on Raw.
I think you should always have him and Reigns separate.
Yeah, it's just,
they're two flagships.
Yeah.
They need to be on separate ones. Shout
out to AJ, who Twitter handle is crushing on Saban. One of my buddies she's one of my buddies on Twitter. She's a big Bama person. She loves baseball, but she just sent me a DM in Twitter that said, is wrestling fake? The laughing face emoji.
Hey now.
It's not fake. It's predetermined. We'll go over
fake, dude. So saying that, I totally saw something. And this isn't. We're not going to go down this rabbit hole really quickly. But have you seen the thing with CM Punk saying he used to get super offended with that, and now he calls it fake all the time?
Mm-hmm. I did see that.
So for those who are wondering if CM Punk will ever make a comeback, that's a hell no.
That's a hell no.
One, he hates WWE too. Though.
Here's my thing. I want WWE to get, you know what? Maybe I know we don't watch it, Stephen, but maybe we need to watch NXT a little more, and maybe Justin can throw something in because I'm pretty sure he probably does, and tell me if NXT's any better than what Raw and SmackDown are. But I want WWE to make me want to watch every week.
Yeah.
The thing about it is I'm going to watch because I always watch. But I want to get excited. Me and Stephen were talking about this today, and we'll get to AEW at the end of the show because, again, it was the best show of the week. Now, everybody that's listening, we are recapping Raw from this week and SmackDown and AEW from last week. So, it's almost to a point when I turn Raw on, it used to be like this for me. It used to be like, oh my God, I cannot wait to watch Raw. It's almost like it's not for me. If anybody knows me and everybody knows me, I'm a huge Alabama fan. I get excited on Saturdays for Alabama, no matter what time they're playing. If it's a 7:00 game, I'm like, my God, I got to wait till 7:00 at night.
God forbid the days they play on Monday.
Yeah. Like I used to hate, or I mean, I love that. I used to be the same way for Raw and SmackDown. And I'm not anymore. Like, oh, it's Monday. Cool, I'll turn it on at 7.
Let me ask you this. Does SmackDown, like growing up, Thursday night SmackDown, man?
Yeah.
Did it move into Friday ever mess with you a little bit?
A little bit.
Like suddenly it's a Friday night. Like thank God I wasn't in college when that happened because I'd have never watched it.
Yeah.
I mean, I love my wrestling. I'm going out Friday night when I'm in college. And I think that's a thing, man. That's probably a legitimate thing too.
Friday night really messes with it. It is really hard right now since the NBA playoffs are going on, and
forget that Dynamite's been playing on Friday.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You got 2 hours of SmackDown, then you got 2 hours of Dynamite. I'm getting old, guys. I can't stay up that late and watch that shit.
No, dude, it's a struggle, man.
And plus 4 hours of wrestling is a lot. It's like watching freaking WrestleMania, or if thanks, Mom, for loving the podcast. Appreciate it. It's like watching Double or Nothing a couple weeks ago when me and Steven
it's tough too when you dredge through. If SmackDown's not good, SmackDown ends at 9, and you're sitting there, and then you're tired.
Yeah,
because it's like SmackDown wasn't good.
Yep,
and then you're trying to stay awake for AEW. Yeah, I mean it is. It's disappointing. It's disappointing for us to have to come on. As much as I love to, unleash the beast.
Yeah,
and just go off and throw stuff and all that fun things that y'all have come to love. I don't want to diss it every single week, but man,
but dude, they don't give us a chance to not do it, Steven. Not one fucking chance.
I record it. I've got smaller kids. Adam doesn't. I record it and I'll watch it later sometimes. And it's tough when I go to the office on Tuesday and Adam goes, dude, it's not good. Mm-hmm. And then I know it's not good coming in. And then you're trying to watch it because I want to be able to talk about it intelligently with you guys on what we've seen. And obviously, sometimes we talk about matches and sometimes we just go on tangents. But, man, it's so bad at this point right now that you just – and you have the release of the talent. And like you said, to NXT, the struggle with that is, yes, let's say we start watching NXT. You got your Bebe, you got Adam Cole, you got Karen Cross, you've got Finn Balor down there, you got these really talented wrestlers, right? Who's to say when they get to Raw or SmackDown they know what the hell to do with them? Because they've not proven it in the past.
No,
they've not. There's very few that have been called out that have succeeded since like a Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns.
Honestly, I'm okay with them staying in NXT because it's not. It used to be developmental.
It's its own brand now.
It's its own brand. Triple H does a great job with it. And Justin threw the comment, and SmackDown still draws the most viewers of any weekly WWE shows, even though it's on Friday. He still thinks NXT is the best show they have. I think a lot of people will agree with you, Justin.
And what's the thread, Adam? What's the thread? Why is NXT the best? Who does not have their hands in the NXT?
Yeah, Vince McMahon.
And I'm not, yet again, you guys, I am not sitting here on a soapbox saying Vince McMahon should retire or sell the business.
No.
But he's got to listen, and he's not listening for some reason right now.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Raw, for SmackDown to outdraw it, when you have Ruthless Aggression Era, Cena, Taker, Edge, Guerrero, Mysterio, who are on SmackDown, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But you're outdrawing it now and you don't have those mainstay people.
Yeah,
dude, you got a problem, man. And you're releasing talent that, I mean, we joked. We had Josh on last week. His kid loved Braun. And you can love him or hate him, but people liked him, and you just kind of up and got rid of him. And it's coming out more and more. It was a money thing that he was making, I think, like $1.5 million or something like that.
And I saw something too, more releases to come. I don't know when those are happening, but
Nia Jax, please God, please.
We're not even going to talk. She didn't even wrestle this week. So
I know, but she showed up and it pissed me off.
You can't even see her anymore. You can't even look at her.
No, well, she shared a room with Shayna Baszler on the dumbest segment in the history of Raw.
Do you want to get off this tangent? Do you want to cover any of the matches that happened?
I mean,
the first match was the first match wasn't bad.
What'd you say?
The first match was okay with me.
It was. It was good build. I liked I'm coming around on RK Bro. I'm liking what I'm seeing a little bit more. I think they're going to get a run with the titles eventually. I liked that. That was and Riddle and Kofi, good match, one you haven't seen. So I like that. And I'm not going to lie. I'm over the rematches with McIntyre and Lashley. So I love the stipulation that he is not going to be able to challenge if he loses.
Yeah.
He's going to move on.
So does that mean that means two things for me?
He's either going to win.
He's either going to win, or when the draft comes, he's going to go to SmackDown.
I'm okay with either, man. I'm okay with either.
Are you okay with him winning and having another title run in him?
I don't hate him. I don't like Lashley.
Well,
he's stiff as a board. He's got no personality.
And he can't wrestle. I've already said that.
No,
he cannot wrestle.
I'll look up the videos on YouTube, man.
Let's not go down that fucking rabbit hole again, because he's not the right. He's physically a athletic specimen of a man. I mean, he's huge. He's athletic. He just not a wrestler to me. He belongs in a cage. He's not.
And yet again, he holds the most prestigious title in professional wrestling. He does. I mean, what is the deal with that?
I did like the first match. I thought they were going to give it to RK Bro in the first match, but I 100% love the fact that the Viking Raiders won.
New and fresh, baby. New and fresh.
Dude, I love them. I really, really like the Viking Raiders.
Dude, they're funny as hell, too.
Oh, they're different.
Funny. I love them. You know why I love them. Chunky. They're big dudes, man.
I thought Vince didn't like fat people.
And I love every bit of it. God, I hope they win.
I do too, because here's the thing I was thinking of. I know you said it was money with Braun, but you let go Braun Strowman and you kept Omos, who pretty much last week did an Iron Claw and did a couple of running elbows into the turnbuckle.
Because they think he has potential.
Okay.
Maybe they think Braun's tapped out. Josh brought it up last week. Injuries. Braun's been on the shelf for prolonged periods of time in the past, too.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
I mean, don't get it twisted either, because Omos is 7'3", 400 pounds too, and he
did the Iron Claw.
Yeah.
Not since the
can't do
Bonner X have you seen the Iron Claw?
Yeah, you can't do a choke slam or something a little more powerful than the freaking Iron Claw.
You know it's bad when they had to praise his speed of running up the ramp after Elias. You know what I mean? And can I just say, to talk about Elias too, Elias for me is another example of just missing the boat.
No, I love Elias,
because he was so over in a way that I've not seen, where it's like it's the walk with Elias.
Yep.
And everyone was so and then they did nothing with him.
Yeah.
He just kind of floated out there. It's like they do these storylines, they drop him out there, and then they don't know what to do with him anymore.
Right.
And they just fizzle. It's like, I don't know what to do.
That man could have championships by now if they were smart.
And he's built too. Like he's built like Vince likes.
What'd you think about your boy Ricochet?
So I personally speaking, as a fan of Ricochet, I think he's gonna win the title. I do think he's going to – I think something's going to – it may not be at Hell in the Cell. They've not announced it. I think it was probably headed that way until, the whole
nose job. The
He
whole
ruined
nose
my
job.
pretty face.
I'm the most gorgeous. I'm the gorgeous thing in WWE.
I mean, until that happened, because I don't know if Sheamus is going to be able to wrestle in 2 weeks, like take bumps. I think he's going to win it. I think they're going to give him another run with it and see how he does. They've changed up his gimmick a little bit. Can we just say, too, he does all the high-flying shit in the world. Dude's wearing, like, leather boots and jeans now. Yeah. You know what I mean?
How many times have we said with Ricochet he should have died?
Oh, probably like half a dozen times. Probably more. I mean, the dude does things that just – the dude does things that Jeff Hardy – dreamed up but couldn't do back in the day because he just couldn't have the lift. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how he does it. I don't know if it's him and Casey Catanzaro just messing around with the ninja courses back in Tampa. I don't know what they're doing, but I mean, the guy's ridiculous.
Yeah.
People love him. I think he gets another title. I don't think they're going to give it to Humberto. I mean, as much as it's like, no, she wins. It's not going to happen. But to answer your question about the match, I hated the ending. I hate that move. I hate that move. It looks so cool, but it looks like it always hurts Ricochet more.
He did say that.
I mean, he takes the bump. The other guy lands on his arm.
So, I didn't mind the match. I didn't like the ending either. I'm giving Raw a D, dude. And that's
before you grade, there's one more match I want to talk about because there's 2 specific parts in it that tripped us out. Can we talk about the Ripley Flair versus Asuka and Nikki Cross?
Yeah, we can.
The match itself was not great, but can we just talk about? Dude,
I didn't mind the match. I didn't think it was horrible, it was something different. It was something different than Charlotte.
They're making Ripley look a little bit like incompetent. At times,
Justin, no love for the Spanish Fly.
No, because it looks like it hurts him. It looks like it hurts him more every time.
It's like when RVD used to do the frog splash, and
RVD
he would sit there for 25 seconds holding his stomach. Yeah,
dude, they showed a botch where he did it on Hawk from Legion of Doom, and from the Road Warriors, and Hawk got up like right after the 3 count, and RVD was still selling it in the corner. It's like, okay. The dude who administered it selling it more than the dude who took it.
It's funny. I know what you want to talk about. You want to talk about the tag in and out.
Yes. Well, first, before even that, though, me and you talked. And Justin, I want to get whoever's in the comments, I want to get your opinion. Do you not feel like if you gave the tag titles to Flair and Ripley for female, that it'd be really freaking interesting? Like, you'd play that dynamic of them hating each other. And I play this totally off of what I liked in the match, which was the tension and the tags. Flair tagged her with such a loud chop. And then Ripley tagged her by patting her on the head like a puppy. Like, I loved every bit of it. I think it'd make the tag team division a little interesting. We know it's flat. They got rid of everybody.
Yeah, Vince is probably trying to squash that.
He's like, oh, that was a mistake.
Yeah, I mean,
when he wants to squash something, he squashes it, though. He squashed the women's title for like 10 years.
I absolutely loved Flair's chop tag and Reyes. I wish there was fans there to hear that.
Dude, it was so great.
It echoed through.
It hurt a little too.
Oh, she took that like a champ, like a freaking champ, man.
It was beautiful. And then for her to pat her on her head like repeatedly that hard, that was fantastic too.
That's when I started laughing because I went, "Oh shit." When Flair
it's going to be a good match. That's going to be a good match for the pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. It's going to be an interesting match. I mean, overall, I'm with you, dude. I give it a D. It's not a appointment for me anymore, man. It doesn't feel like it. I record it. I watch it in pieces sometimes when I can. Sometimes I have to break it over 2 nights.
Yeah.
It's not good, man. It's not good right now.
It's not. It needs to get better. I don't know. We'll see.
Justin says, I feel like it would just be another Nia and Shayna situation, which I'll pass. Also, because I hate everything Charlotte does.
Damn,
you
Justin,
know why you hate everything she does,
nothing
Justin?
for Charlotte? No love
for
Charlotte?
Why you hate everything. because she's that damn good at being a heel. She makes you hate everything she does. Now, I'm with you on the fact that me and Adam talk all the time and say, I don't love how she kind of gets shoehorned into storylines because she's Charlotte Flair, but she's good. The women's division missed her. I mean, and the women's division, whether we want to say it or not, too, it's a little lacking right now. Sasha's on a break.
Becky had a baby. She hasn't been there.
Becky had a baby. She's not back yet. Although she looks ready, dude.
Yeah, we said that.
She looks ready to rock. I was watching old videos of her coming out at the Rumble. I'm so pumped, man, for when she comes back. When that music hits.
First of all, when that music hits, it's going to hit when fans are in the stands.
Dude, it's going to go ape shit.
It's going to be
the place will come
pop.
unglued.
Yeah, it's going to be a huge pop. We appreciate you guys that are watching live. We appreciate you. If you're listening on Apple, wherever you're listening, Spotify.
Rate, review, subscribe, share. Rate, review, subscribe, share, and follow.
And unsubscribe and then resubscribe. Thank you.
I don't know what that does, but you can try it.
Yeah, you can
Okay, you want to move on, man? Let's get off of Raw.
Yep.
SmackDown.
We're going to the second best show that we watched. We watch 3 shows every week, guys. We might integrate an NXT into this because I think there's a lot of NXT fans out there. So I'm
not going to lie either. Adam, you know me. I am attempting to try to watch Impact right now.
Yeah.
And it's tough because there are 0 fans. Like, they're in like a gym.
Yeah.
And it's tough.
They're pre-recording all their shows about 30 minutes from where me and Stephen live.
Dude, all I know is kudos to them. They did a 60-minute Iron Man match with no fans.
Yeah, kudos to them. That's impressive.
That's good for you. Okay. TJP, baby.
Yeah. SmackDown.
What'd you think, dude? What'd you think? Where's your head at?
Well, I can tell you one damn thing. It was better than Raw.
Well, I mean, my old dog pooped in the backyard. That looked better than Raw.
So Steven's in charge. If you guys are watching live, Steven's in charge of our banners.
Yes,
that we put up, and his banners are on point tonight. He said we're gonna go over some stuff, but his banners are. If you're listening, I just want to read these. It says Mysterio's fight twice. KO continues to lose, which Steven's really pissed about because he's a KO dude. Bailey laughs at the entire Thunderdome, and Reigns shows everybody a dead body.
Dude, I was so proud of that.
Overall, dude, I thought it was good. The Mysterios fighting twice, I knew it was going to happen because of the way the first match ended. Poor KO. That's all I can say.
I mean, what are you going to do, man? What
people love him. Google that. I don't know. I'll let you talk a little bit about KO because he's your boy. I mean, I love KO, but you're a big KO guy. I mean, what else can they do? Why are they not pushing him more?
No, I told you why he's fat.
No, sure. That's not the only goddamn reason he's fat.
I'll tell you this. This is why. This is my opinion. Is he held the Universal title for almost a year, and the needle didn't move, fan-wise.
Yeah.
And Vince didn't like that. And I'm not saying Vince is punishing him, but he's never going to reach main event status again. He's going to float around that Intercontinental U.S. title is where he's going to be at.
I hope that's not true.
I don't see them pushing. I don't see it because they're not showing it. When they're lost with him, when they're lost on what to do, they go to the same storyline, which is, oh no, KO and Sami Zayn,
best friends in real life,
25 years. So we're gonna go back to that, and they'll fight again. Dude, I don't know because I struggle right now with it because I want to see him win, but I don't want to see another rematch. He's fought Apollo Crews like 4 times.
Oh, you want to talk about Apollo?
No, I don't want to talk about Apollo.
Do you want to talk about Aziz?
This is how mad I was with him. What did I call him? What did I have in my banner the first time by accident because I was so upset?
Apollo Creed.
I mean, it's just It's maddening because it's another example of talent. I mean, be honest with me, dude. Did anybody have a better call up from NXT debut than Kevin Owens has had in recent history? Outside of Finn Balor. Let's not count Finn Balor.
Yeah.
Finn Balor had the best.
But when Owens came up, was that the night he beat Cena?
Yes. He went into the US Open Challenge, pop-up powerbomb Cena, and beat him. And that's when nobody beats Cena.
KO was the NXT champ.
He was the NXT champ. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, waste. It was just a waste because that dude can do incredible things.
They don't know what to do with him. They don't know what. Brandon threw me off, man.
I seen as Brandon's comment came in. I lost my train of thought.
They don't know what to do with KO. And honest to God, I think I see him being a casualty of getting cut. I do. I see it happening. Justin, I agree with the fact that he should get another world title run. I agree that he looked great in his promo, in his matchups with Reigns. But if they were going to have him go over on Reigns, they would have done it in the beginning, not when Reigns is this tribal chief who, dude, he destroyed the tag team champions on his own.
He is impenetrable.
He is. He is impenetrable. He is built by giants. He is bred on Samoa. He is the love child of Rock and China. Like, I don't know. But I mean, it's just like he's like they're not going to have Kevin Owens go over him. And plus, everybody knows at this point, like Reigns is Vince's like dude. Like he is in Vince's eyes, he is the next Cena.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Yeah. I would love it to happen, but I can't see it at this point as a Kevin Owens fan.
The only thing that changed my mind on SmackDown was the last match. I thought the opening match. I thought the Mysterios and Usos were both good. I thought they were both good matches.
Yeah, the Usos are great.
The Usos are great. Yeah, but there was just a little bit of a hint of a turn. I think, which with Jay or with Jimmy, because when Reigns decided to pretty much bury Dominic Mysterio in the ground.
Dude, in the ring, killed him. He showed the world a dead body.
There was a point in there where Jimmy was like, that's enough, bro. Like that's enough. And I thought for a second, I'm like, he is going to super kick this dude in the face. And then
that would have been great.
I know. And then Jay kind of acted like he was going to go with Jimmy. And then, of course, Roman steps in and pulls his tribal chief card out on him. But there's something's going to happen there. And speaking of Reigns, does he not have an opponent yet for freaking Hell in a Cell? We're 2 weeks away.
He doesn't. And sorry, I got completely distracted. I was going to retweet our stuff, and Sasha Banks is trending on Twitter. So I had to see what it was.
What is she trending about?
I don't know. She rode some amusement park ride.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, she was like number one on trending. I was like, oh shit, because we've heard rumors. We have heard rumors that there is the potential she might be signing with AEW.
She's not going there. Not going
there.
Know. I don't know.
I got bullwhipped with someone's ponytail. I might leave too.
Yeah, that had to hurt too. By the way.
Okay, sorry. I was trying to retweet and I saw her name. And it threw me off. No, we were talking about that today. He has no opponent. He's probably not fighting at Hell in a Cell, which is crazy to think.
He's got to fight.
I don't think he's going to, dude. I think the headline is going to be Lashley and McIntyre. And if the reports are true, Reigns goes on first, or he goes on last, or he does not go on at this point. Is what's being reported. Oh, Justin, is that true?
Justin.
Oh, Justin.
Please tell me this is not
Justin said that supposedly he's going to face Rey Mysterio at Hell in a Cell, according to reports. I know they have teased that Rey is pissed, that he's going to be looking for some retribution, for lack of a better word, on SmackDown. But, man, oh, man, that'd be scary.
Hey, real quick, we forgot to say that. I want to jump back to Raw for 1 second because you mentioned it. Mason T-Bar.
Mm-hmm.
if they would change their, I don't even necessarily their gimmick, they're just big bruising guy, like
distance them from retribution as
yes,
much as possible.
they would be fantastic because those dudes
Dude,
are really they're big and really good in the ring. Anyway, sorry, I just wanted to mention that real quick because we had talked about that. But okay, Roman Reigns versus Rey Mysterio, especially right now with how big Roman Reigns is and dominant and nobody can beat. I don't even want to watch that. And I love Rey Mysterio. And don't get me wrong, I love Roman Reigns right now. I think it's great. But there's no storylines right now for him. It's right now it's kind of turning like the Usos part, into a story.
And the rumor, we all know the rumor, the big one is we talked about it on the last episode, is Cena at SummerSlam in Vegas. So, as a fan, objectively watching, he's not losing the title between now and SummerSlam.
Yeah.
He's not. So, I'll take Mysterio, because I don't think Mysterio's going to win. I don't want to see him go in there against someone who I'd want to see win, because they're not going to win.
I thought Cesaro could be the guy. I really did. Like, I wanted him to win.
That would have
really
like Cesaro Mania, like Kofi Mania.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
What are you doing, man?
I don't know, man. We've talked about it over and over on who on this God's green earth within the four posts of that ring can beat him.
Tell him your little theory about what we talked about.
Oh, yes.
Go ahead.
This is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen, y'all. Hell in the Cell. I did say Hell in the Cell, right?
I think so.
Yeah, Hell in the Cell. Whoever he fights, let's say it's Mysterio, he beats the dog shit out of him. Chokes him out, beats him all around the ring because it's no DQ inside the cell. Beats him up, chokes him out, standing over him at the end of the thing. Cage starts to rise up, or maybe not. Like it's sitting there, and he's standing there, and then and out comes freaking Brock Lesnar. And I know what people are going to say. I'm so over Lesnar. But, y'all, we know he's coming back. He's just waiting for fans.
Mm-hmm.
The dude gets paid like $10 million to fight 4 times a year. He's coming back. And to be honest, I don't like that fight. But it's the only person I can see beating Reigns outside of my personal other one, which is Keith Lee. Which, who knows what's happening with that. He said that he's going to say something soon. He's not sure what he's going to be allowed to say or how he's going to be allowed to say it, but he's going to release something soon as to why he's been off TV since February.
Can you imagine if Cena and Reigns fight and Cena beats him?
Oh, dude, people will burn the arena. They'll burn Allegiant Stadium down.
People don't want Cena to be 17-time champ.
No, and it's harder because he's more part-time now. He doesn't work a full schedule anymore. He's kind of raged against that.
He's like Brock Lesnar.
He's like The Rock back in the day when he kind of like picked on The Rock and raged against the fact he came in and cherry-picked. That's kind of Cena now.
Haven't they teased that as well? The Rock versus Roman? Haven't they teased that a couple of times?
I don't know if they've teased it, but The Rock has said he'd love to fight him.
Bloodline.
I take The Rock. The Rock is so freaking jacked. My daughter was watching on YouTube and he popped up and she's like, "Who's that?" I was like, "That's The Rock."
You have failed if your daughter doesn't know who The Rock is.
She doesn't watch wrestling, man.
He's in Moana.
It is kind of crazy to think that he doesn't have a match,
Unless it's the Rey Mysterio match,
you're a week out from a pay-per-view and he doesn't have a match.
Justin throws up a comment. It's going to be so weird to see Brock Lesnar ever come back without Paul Heyman. Stephen teased at that, where like he said, them two are going to fight for the services of Paul Heyman. Oh yeah,
it's going to be a custody of Paul Heyman match. Because when that rises up, Heyman's going to be like putting the leaf on his head, putting the flowers, the lay on Roman, and then Brock's going to come out and he's going to look confused, and Brock's just going to be like,
F5 him, be done.
Like calling for Roman. Yeah. and then he's going to look at Heyman and be like, "Come home."
Stephen wants to be a WWE writer.
Dude, if Freddie Prinze Jr. can do it, I think I could do it.
Dude, from what we watch, yes.
Yeah, I mean,
anybody could do it. I'll give SmackDown. I'll give SmackDown a C.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with that. I mean, I'm cool with a C. It's better than Raw. You know,
it's not hard to be better than Raw, Steven. Not right now.
Dude, Ring of Honor is probably better than Raw right now. Drop it in the comments. I don't even know where to watch Ring of Honor.
I watch it. It's on like YouTube. See, I can't watch. What can I not watch? I can't watch Impact or. I really want to watch New Japan a little more, but I can't watch Impact because thank you YouTube TV, you bastards. I don't have Access TV, so our Access channel. So,
well, until they get fans, you're not missing much. The only reason I've decided I'm going to try to start watching Impact is W. Morrissey, which is Big Cass, which he looks incredible.
Yeah, he does look incredible. He's jacked.
Dude comes out wearing jeans and kicking ass.
All right, here we go.
What are you going off on?
I was just actually seeing what you'd say.
What? Nothing. What are you going to go off on now? Oh, yeah, there it is, baby. Oh, I'm home. It's so comfy.
I'm going to let Steven go ahead and open this because he's the AEW guy. I mean, I love AEW too, but
I mean, and I'll say this. Don't get me wrong. There were bad parts to AEW. I didn't like the main event. I didn't like Cody Rhodes with the bullwhip. I didn't really like that.
That wasn't Cody Rhodes. That was Dustin Rhodes.
You know what I mean? Dustin. Sorry, the natural. I didn't really like that. Plus, the bullwhip to me is kind of cumbersome. You could see him get tangled a couple times trying to get in and out of the ring.
It literally reminded me of 1988 with Dusty Rhodes and Barry Windham and all those guys.
Oh, shit. He's pulling out historical facts. Justin, you better get in here, man. He's going to take your wrestletician. Justin, where am I supposed to release the demon, man?
He's not going to release the demon on AEW.
No. I mean, AEW, in my opinion, they do things right, man, too. Pinnacle's not been on TV for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be on this time. And we talked about it. What did AEW do today? They released a match card for Friday on what to expect. So you can look at it and go, oh, sweet. Pinnacle's going to talk. Oh, sweet. Miro's going to talk. He's going to do something. Like, you can look at it and get excited about what you might actually see.
Yeah.
You know? So they seem to do things in a really well way. I mean, and then the other part of AEW that I'm going to get to my favorite part. But before that is I even like the part where, you know, Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page are like, they come out and like, yeah, dude, you're the icon with Sting. Mm-hmm. Yes, you are an icon. Darby, we hate you. We whooped you. Now go find someone to tag with who's not the icon.
Yeah.
I mean, I love that. I thought that was super interesting. I thought that builds it because Darby's like staring at Sting like, uh-oh. Because it's all for those who didn't watch the pay-per-view, which a lot of people probably didn't, Sting literally threw Darby back in the ring like a lifeless Darby body to keep the match going.
Yeah.
So I like how it flows. They open with a match. You know, they don't dilly. There's very few big promos. I mean, Britt Baker had her big one, but I mean, it's good.
What was the opening match? Was it the Varsity Blonde? Who was the opening match? Was it the Young Bucks?
It was the Young Bucks versus the Young Bucks versus the Death Triangle. That's with Pac and El
Pinto, El Zamiro.
That guy.
Zero. Yeah, that guy.
Oh. I mean, dude looks like the Joker. It's fantastic. I love every bit of him too.
He's a hell of a wrestler. Yeah,
Pac and Penta. Yeah, I told you. El Penta Zero.
I thought that was a good match.
It was fun. Kingston came out. He's funny as always.
Oh my God, I love him. I think the reason, real quick, I pointed this out to Stephen the other day. I saw a picture of Renee Moxley's wife.
Oh, dude.
And I said, I think that's why he's off TV right now, is because she looks like she's ready to freaking pop right now with her baby.
She looks like the baby's hanging on with two hands.
she's that pregnant lady that doesn't gain any weight except for in her stomach.
Looks like she swallowed a beach ball.
Yeah.
Fully inflated one. Yeah, dude, so before we talk anything else, I have to say this too. When you talk about him, so we know, I saw this. I don't even think I showed you this. So we know he's been mixing it up with Nick Gage.
Oh yeah,
GCW, right? So over the weekend, a masked wrestler gets into the ring with Nick Gage, sticks up behind him, does the paradigm shift, and the fans are going crazy. Moxley. And it's like, and he's walking around, he's kind of doing the Moxley thing, and he rips the hood off, and it's Zack Ryder.
No way.
Matt Cardona. And the fans chant, Ryder sucks. And he's all pumped. And it's like, no, they wanted Mox.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted Mox, and it wasn't Mox. It wasn't. And it just shows like the diehardness of the fans.
Here's my my thoughts on AEW and why it's the better promotion right now. There's a couple of factors. One, you don't see the same matches every week.
Yep.
Two, that turns into you don't see the same storylines every week. It's fresh. And three, you don't, and I am totally okay with this. You do not see Jericho or MJF or my boy and Steven's boy too, Hangman Adam Page.
Haven't seen Cassidy in 2 weeks.
You don't see these guys every week, so it makes you kind of want to tune in and like, okay, I'm watching this. Is he going to show up? Is he not? Now, excuse me, I really do like you said, the fact that they put a card out. Today's Wednesday, 2 days early. You can kind of get excited about what you're going to see. I just like the way that it's ran as far as the storylines and mixing it up. And like, I had no clue the Young Bucks and Pac and Penta were going to fight each other. I didn't see the card. That might have been on a card that I didn't see, but you wouldn't. It wasn't expected. Like, to me, it's like, okay, why is Mox and Eddie Kingston not fighting him again? You know what I mean? Like, I'm so used to Raw. I'm so used to Raw and SmackDown as them replaying it again. That's what I expect from AEW, and it's not. It's not the same. What I love
too is if you want to see some of the young talent, pop on YouTube, watch AEW Dark, or watch AEW Dark Elevation. You can go over and you can see the young talent too.
Yeah,
but they mix in enough of it too, where you're satisfied. It's new, it's fresh, and then the other part too we've talked about. They only got like 4 pay-per-views. There's only like 4 pay-per-views, so these matches are massive. Jungle Boy's fighting Kenny Omega on Dynamite, maybe this week.
What'd you say today? You looked like Kenny. You're like, did Kenny Omega win another freaking title?
On Instagram. I thought it was Kenny Omega holding up the IWGP title. And I was like, does he have another title? And we Googled it, and we found out he didn't. I was like, false alarm, people. Kenny Omega does not have a 5th title.
Justin threw up a comment, Matt Cardona has a death wish. All I picture is if he has a death match with Nick Gage, he's going to scream like a little girl at the first sight of his own blood.
Like David Arquette.
Yeah. Yeah, I just like the way that everything's ran on AEW. Again, you don't see the same matches over and over every week. You don't see the same storylines. I think, we got 2 more weeks until Jungle Boy fights.
Dude, I think it's either this week or next week because they said after all of that it was 2 weeks.
It's the 26th, I believe, is what I saw, if I'm looking right. So that's not right. That's a Saturday. I don't know. Justin, throw that up there.
I can't wait. What I can't wait for is when they move to TBS.
Yeah.
Because then the stuff with the NBA playoffs and it's shifting to Friday, I know that's a big reason why they did it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's just, it's new. It's fresh. And that could be a huge reason why I love it so much. My brother watched it. Josh came on with us last week, and he's like, man, they're like, their careers are going to be shorter. No, they're just better. Some of them are just better.
They sell it better, yeah.
I mean, Kenny Omega is probably the greatest wrestler in the world, maybe right now. And the Young Bucks were the greatest tag team no one had ever seen until AEW. I mean, it's new, it's fresh. I do want to toss this out because we found this today and it's AEW related. It's very disappointing
You talk about
to find out
yeah.
which one. Yeah.
Retirement.
Huh?
You go in retirement?
Yeah, to find out, Leo Rush tore his AC joint during the Casino Battle Royal, and he retired like yesterday.
I think so, yeah.
Like officially retired. AEW put the statement out. Leo put the statement out. It's sad. Like you hear him talk like he couldn't put his shirt on. He couldn't lift his kids. It was really messing with him with it. And he kind of weighed the quality of his life because he's still fairly young. So for him to retire, like it sucks. I was super pumped. Like I lost my ever loving shit when he came out because I completely thought he was going to win. And I was so pumped because I'm a Leo Rush guy. It just sucks. It proves it's another great example that it may be predetermined, but shit is not fake.
Yeah.
Like they can get hurt. You land wrong. You talked about it in the very first episode. Half an inch here, half an inch there, you're paralyzed.
Yeah.
You don't fake that stuff. If you don't do it right, I mean, his was just landing wrong. I've watched it back. I can't pinpoint it on when he landed wrong and did that. Like it sucks. It sucks because he's really talented and he's really fun to watch. And he's had to kind of hang it up early, man. He had to hang the boots up, man. It just proves at any point in time your favorite wrestler can be done.
Yeah, and I don't think he signed to AEW?
No, he signed. So he signed with New Japan.
New Japan, that's what I thought.
But New Japan has the deal, which FYI too, I have heard that New Japan cooled their talks with WWE because they're pretty satisfied with the deal they have in place with AEW. Like their wrestlers are getting a good amount of publicity here in America. I did not know that, Justin. I didn't know the Authors of Pain retired.
I didn't either. I just threw that comment up there because he threw it in there.
But yeah, I mean, they felt really comfortable with their deal that they have in place with AEW, giving their talent good exposure.
Mm-hmm.
And I've heard that they've really stalled. It's really, really stalled with WWE. But that's why you see like a Leo Rush popping over here, or I can't remember who it was who wrestled Mox about 3 or 4 weeks ago when he came busting out to Wild Thing for the first time. I mean, they share talent, and it's a great way to do it.
Go ahead and talk about your news that you loved, which I thought was great too. It's at the end of our. It's at the end of our banner.
Oh, yes. Okay. I was looking at it. Yeah, I got off track, man. Andrada. Can I just say, and this is going to sound bad too, though, his English is so much better. I don't know if it's being around Ric Flair and Charlotte and kind of haven't, or just assimilation the longer he's been here. His promo was good. I don't like that he's with Vicky Guerrero. It's going to generate a good amount of heat for him as a heel. I told Adam, I think he's going to be kind of like – Scarface meets Ric Flair is kind of what I think his character is going to be. Scarface meets Ric Flair meets Roberto Del Rio.
Yeah, I can see it.
I could see that because he walked out in that sharp green suit with the chains. I'm the face. I hope he fights on Friday. I hope he's in the ring. I was so excited. Like I was about 20 minutes behind Adam on my recording, and I didn't tell him. And he texted me, he was like, "Oh shit." Andrada just walked out. I was like, fuck. I was like, I have to get it on. I mean, he's gonna do we talked about from the moment he was released that he was gonna end up there. But they have a partnership. The other part too. I didn't realize this till I read this. They have a partnership with AAA, the Lucha down in Mexico, that Kenny holds, and he's fighting Kenny for that title soon, in their promotion. So it's a little bit of cross promotion again.
Andrade was the biggest waste of talent in the WWE ever. Not ever. I'm not gonna say
go
ever.
back and watch his matches with Mysterio.
He is the most he was the most underrated guy in WWE. If you ever watched him in Lucha before he came to the WWE, that guy is amazing in the ring. What he can do. Now that he's on AEW, he should I hope, should get the push that he deserves. And here's the thing, too. We were talking about releases and WWE. I don't want to see all of them go to AEW, though. I really don't. I want some of them to go to New Japan or Impact or wherever. I just don't want it to be everybody comes to AEW that gets released from WWE. I think certain people need to go. Like, I agree 100% with Andrade going.
I like Aleister Black and Ruby Riott. Those are the two I do like recently released. Because I think they could slip in with the Dark Order and it'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But I'm with you, dude. We talked about it last time. AEW's linked because they have a ton of money and they're the second biggest promotion in the U.S. But, I mean, you can go. We looked it up. TJP, W. Morrissey's an Impact. Mm-hmm. Rumors that's where Daniel Bryan's headed. Ring of Honor's still there. New Japan's still there.
That's just going to be weird to see Daniel Bryan not in a WWE ring. I mean,
I think he goes backstage. I don't think he leaves.
Yeah, I think he does something back there. So, all in all, I thought even with the matches in AEW, I might give it like a C plus, maybe a B because Andrade come out.
Yeah, I go B. I mean, it wasn't an A for me, but I go B. I mean, I go highest grade of the week. It's my favorite show. It's what I look forward to, and it was better than any of the other ones.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm happy with it.
All right, brother. I think we covered everything we wanted to cover tonight, didn't we?
We did, man. We actually stayed somewhat on topic, y'all.
Let's put that on the damn calendar.
And really quickly, too, before we sign off, huge shout-out. In the beginning of this episode, we had about 15 to 17 live views right off the bat.
Yeah.
Huge shout-out to you guys, man.
We really do appreciate you guys tuning in live, watching us, throwing comments. Justin, dude, you don't know how much we appreciate you, man.
You are the wrestletician, my man.
For jumping on every week with us and throwing your comments and backing us up with stats.
Hey, I want to say one thing to Justin, too. Justin, hit us with a DM so we can chat outside. It might be fun if you're willing. And I haven't talked to Adam about this, so he may just headbutt me. Dude, we may bring you on one of these episodes and have you pop up in the corner.
Yeah, I'm so down for that.
So hit us in the DMs on Twitter, and we'll kind of work on something.
Yeah. But again, thank you. We appreciate you guys that, again, watched live. If you're listening on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast, we appreciate that as well.
Hit the merch.
Yeah, merch, people. We would love for you guys to purchase some stuff, whatever. If you guys get something too, DM us a picture or post it on Twitter and tag us in it. That way we'll throw a shout out. Here's the other thing I want to real quick say. We are doing a giveaway. Me and Stephen are going to give some free merch away, some free turnbuckle merch. We have got our goal of we wanted 500 Twitter followers, but we wanted 50. I think it was 50, wasn't it? Yeah, 50 subscribers on YouTube. So
we're about 20.
Yeah, we're about 20. So if you guys can't, and mind you, like I said, we just started. We know it takes a while, but we're trying to get our name out there. If you guys can, please help us with that. We will be willing to. We'll put it in a random, some kind of drawing. We'll figure out a way to do it, but we will be giving out free merch once we hit that 50 subscribers on YouTube as well. So, me and Stephen talked about that, and we want to do that. But yeah, we appreciate everybody. Stephen, brother, it was fun as usual.
It's always when they kick back, relax, and hit the ding-ding.
It's kind of sad sometimes when we only do this once a week, but it's perfect.
I know.
Perfect.
But it builds up, man. We love you guys, man.
We love you guys. We will see you guys same time next week, next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central. We will see you, and let's watch some wrestling, man.
Enjoy it. Peace.